feel like I have to start them like right away in the morning, because if not, they like drag into the afternoon. And I'm not a big fan. And today we need to make hamburger buns, and so we're gonna get at that. I don't love making breads. I don't dislike it, but it's not my favorite thing. But also, if I don't make them, we'll buy them at the store, which is more money and they're not as healthy. So let's make some. But this was not like, I couldn't tell. I was like, I can't tell if it's coming together right. So I pulled it out and just like kneaded it for a few more minutes, because I was like, I want to know that they're gonna turn out. So it's time to let this bad boy rise. I always throw it right back in the bowl I mixed in. Don't ask me if that's like, okay. I see the recipes always say like, put them in a lightly greased bowl. There's no rules when it comes to bread, okay? I mean, there's a few, but like, there's virtually none. Somehow, when I got dressed this morning, I forgot that we gotta take a walk to the post office, do some outside work, like pull out some plants that are dead and need to go for my garden. All of them, we've had frost. So we're gonna go walk to the post office and then go pull some plants out of the garden. So I went and got changed. I am raw dogging this walk today. I don't know how else to put it. No AirPods, no podcast, no music. Who is she? Healthy queen. No, I just spend so much time at home that I feel like I listen to and consume a ton of content. Like, not really movies or shows as much, just podcasts, music, things that I can like listen to while I do other things. Lighting, it's not it. Okay, but I wanted to open this package, which I think I just cut the rest of the tape. Last baby registry package, as far as I know, because I don't know who else would buy us anything, and honestly, most of my registry has been bought, which I'm so grateful for. When I was making it, I never dreamed that like so much of it would get bought. I figured like we'd get a couple of things, but we truly got so much stuff, and I'm so grateful. I believe this is a baby scales. I didn't think one was super important. However, my mother did. So I put one on there, and I am gonna be like really glad to be able to keep track of her weight as she grows. We are also at 34, almost 35 weeks pregnant, which is insane. But yeah, baby scales was today's package, so that's fun, and I'm sure we'll use that. It's literally just gonna go back in the box until I figure out where I want to store it, as do all things Amazon right now. I have like a pile stashed in our other room, not our bedroom, our other room, of things, and it does need to get put away, so that's a project I need to get going with. So not today though. I don't have energy for that. These guys are just rising away, which I'm so happy about, but they need a while yet. So we're just gonna let them chill. I have this mirror, never mind my Sam's Club stuff behind me. We gotta put it away. But I wanted to clean the room before I put this stuff away, so now here we are. This mirror is gonna go up on this wall with some pictures around it, and I'm hoping this weekend my husband hangs it up. I'm also thinking about doing like a weekend vlog, because we're gonna have a really chill weekend, I think, and just do house projects. So maybe I'll bring you guys along for that. I'm also working on this little shelf in our kitchen. I found this oil lamp yesterday at a thrift store. I was thrilled. I need to get oil to put in it, but I love it. Repotted that cactus after having it for so long.
And then this little framed picture of us, and it's just fall vibes, so I thought it would like match the season. And then some candlesticks, my little disco pot with my lavender, more candlesticks. And then I think we're gonna stick this lovely guy over in this corner, and I want that to happen this weekend. Shout out to my husband who has a long list this weekend. This isn't a disco pot. You can't even see the disco pot anymore because she's growing and thriving, which I'm glad. But I'm like, show me the disco pot. Come on, I wanna see it. My house has always been like bachelor vibes, if that makes sense, like not decorated at all, literally until this year. And now I'm working on some little decoration projects and it feels so good. I just felt like with a baby coming and with being like a stay-at-home wife, mom-to-be, that's new for me this year. So I just want to like have a cozy place that I really enjoy. So I've been working on some projects. I'm not like at all confident in my decorating. Like, I just don't feel like I know what I'm doing. So lots of help from my friends and lots of questions for them and lots of thrifting because I don't want to just go out and buy like expensive decorations, especially when I'm still like playing around with what I enjoy. Also, I feel like if you haven't been like watching my videos for that long, you probably don't really know anything about me. And even if you've watched them all, I don't feel like I've like gotten super personal on here just because a lot of times I'm just sharing little vlogs of like us in the mountains or us doing adventures, which is stuff I love so much. But with being super pregnant now, that stuff is slowing down, and then it'll be winter soon, so like adventures really slow down. I am not a huge winter gal, and also half the time the spots that we go to in the summer, like we couldn't even get to once it starts snowing, so we aren't gonna have like a ton more of these adventure vlogs anymore. And so I'm just gonna try to bring you guys more on like daily life stuff and show you little parts of my life and like probably get a little more personal, like who the girl is behind the little adventure vlogs, truly. I also plan to bring y'all along on some horse riding, like things like that, because I still ride through the winter for sure. Riding has slowed down a lot for me because it's not uncomfortable, but it takes a lot of energy. And so I run out of that energy really, really quickly. I wanna maybe go over and see the horses this afternoon at least, hang out with them a little bit. Possibly tomorrow I'm gonna go take a ride, but it's gonna have to be like, it kind of like takes my day, like just because of how much energy it takes pregnant, literally. Also, obviously I'll have like 6 weeks after baby, where 6, 7, could be 8 if I don't feel good, however long, where I'm not riding, and I know I'm gonna miss it, so I'm trying to get a few last rides in. Also, yes, to clarify, because people have asked me and been really unsure about it, my midwives are perfectly fine with me riding. I talk to them about it literally all the time. They are like, you've been doing it all your life, like you know what you're doing, you have a safe horse you're riding, we're not concerned, like it keeps you active, we love that. So it's slowing down now. I'm not out there like racing around. In fact, any other rides will probably be like pen work or just like small around the place rides. So just to clarify that, because it's something I get on any video of me riding a horse pregnant, and I'm like, no guys, like I checked with the provider and so many women ride, they just don't post about it.
You guys, this is the mess, okay? I started out strong. I transplanted a plant into the house from there, so just never mind. Well, this is a whole mess, so I don't even know why I'm saying never mind, but it's dead and gone now. So, I mean, some of these tomatoes might still be like half alive, but I'll pick like the red ones off of them and then we're done for the year. We had tomatoes and peppers this year, and then cilantro, lettuce, onions, something else that I'm forgetting, but that's about that. Also, I think it killed my oregano, which is no surprise because it's been freezing. Anyway, I'm going to pull most of these plants and stack them over here.
I am literally gonna wash these up, set them on the counter, and whatever I don't use, my husband will just eat because he loves tomatoes. Rose, so pretty. I'm excited to make it into hamburger buns. I haven't made them a lot, truly. I made them at a bakery that I used to work at like years ago, but it was like a different style of them, if that makes sense. And I'm excited to see how this recipe will turn out. Also, if you kept seeing rainbows dance around on me when I recorded here, these are why. These are my sun catchers and they put rainbows all over. I love that, but that would be why you see rainbows all over me. I will say, making them in a bakery, we rolled them out and then cut them out, and it kept them like large. One of my pet peeves about hamburger buns is if they're not a good enough size for a burger, it's so annoying. So I'm like curious if these will turn out to be like a good enough size. I'm looking at the recipe on my phone because I found one on Pinterest to try, and we're gonna see. It says it's only supposed to make 8, and I was thinking a dozen, so we're gonna have to do some like changing up here. Are gonna get left to rise. The recipe said to just like roll them up like you do with dinner roll, or like I'm used to doing a dinner roll. I decided to flatten them too because like I said, I want these things to be like big enough around. So we're gonna cover them up and let them rise, and we'll see what. Currently sitting down making a list of what we need to do this weekend, projects that my husband needs to help with, because there is like random stuff all over this house that or like outside that I'm like, we need to do this together, or I need your help with this, or you need to do this. I have that plant that needs moved. I have some shelves for records above my record player, and I tried to hang them up with command hook strips and they keep falling down. I need him to get those hung up, like screwed into the wall. I have the mirror I need him to hang up, just a whole bunch of things. So I'm like, I'm gonna just write it all down, and then we have the list we can just go through, because one thing about pregnancy, I forget everything. So I could have him do 2 of those things and be like, oh no, you're done. Like, we're totally good on the projects, and we would not be done. One thing that I keep forgetting to say in this is that as a stay-at-home wife, I live too far from Target, Starbucks, like anything like that to just like go get a little treat every day. I live about 35 minutes from all of the above. We don't even have a grocery store closer than that. Like, that's just it. So I go like once a week. In fact, I did a vlog a few weeks ago of like an errands day. And like usually when I go to town, then I kind of spend the day and I'll go thrifting and things like that. And just make like a fun day out of it. But when I say stay-at-home wife, I mean stay-at-home wife. Like, I only leave to go like to my mom's, which is like 5 minutes away, or like my horses are over there, like that kind of thing. We don't just go to Starbucks every day, and there's nothing wrong with it. I love it for the girlies that get to do that, but that's not my life. So if you're a stay-at-home wife or mom like that, comment below and let me know that there's more of us that are like actually staying home because we live too far to just make that drive every day. It's only 11, but per usual, I am starving. We had fried chicken last night that I made, and this is steaming like, yeah, I got those potatoes pretty hot. And then fruit. So we're going with it. We're gonna eat lunch at 11 here. Hamburger buns are in the oven. They rose really nicely. I'll show them to you when they come out. I'm hoping they look kind of pretty. I'm gonna eat my food, and then I think I'm gonna run to my parents and see the horses, see how they're doing, say hi to my dad if he's working in the shop there. He has a mechanic shop there. And see if my mom's home. Yeah, just like go see the horses and hang out there a little bit. It's so pretty. I can't like not go over there and be outside for a minute, and then I'm probably gonna come home and prep some meals for this weekend. These just came out of the oven. They are not perfectly round, okay? Shaping wise, we've got some work, but if they taste as good as they smell, and they smell amazing, I think we're gonna have a recipe that we're like, we can do it. And they turn out like big enough and round enough for a burger, which is like I kept saying, I was worried about. So I'm happy with him.
What you doing? I just got home from my parents. I hung out there like all afternoon. I don't know, there's something very comforting about hanging out at my parents and catching up with them when I haven't talked to them in quite a while. And I haven't been over much because I have been feeling so pregnant and tired, and I just have not been leaving my house as much. It's beautiful today. It's like 65 degrees, and so I was also just like hanging out outside, and I think I'm gonna go chill outside for a little longer and then make some dinner. Today was a slow day. My energy is like 0. So tomorrow I'm gonna have to get cracking on some laundry and cleaning, just get the house ready for the weekend. I like to get the house ready for the weekend on Fridays. So I think that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. But let me know if you like these types of like chill, laid back vlogs. I definitely didn't get like vlog my whole day because there's just moments that like I just forget to film. I'm not used to doing these, so it's gonna take some getting used to, but I had fun, so thank you for watching.